think you can see me pretty good. We're about to make a video. Let's go. Let's get back a little bit farther back. Right there. Yeah, it's okay. The lighting's, it's all right. I know I got this Christmas hat on and I'm late, okay? I was at a different location, so I couldn't do like the Merry Christmas thing video that I wanted to do because I forgot something back here. I was in a different location, but that's besides the point, okay? Merry Christmas to all my family. I know it's late doing that, 2 days late, and then it might be even later because I gotta edit this video, working in my work schedule and stuff like that. So, Merry Christmas, all right? Today though, I got a video for you guys. Anytime that I like think of something, I always carry around this handy dandy notebook, like Blue's Clues, okay? And so anytime I think of something, I go ahead and jot it down. And one of the things I thought was for the first time deployers. I'm gonna take this hat off. First time deployers, this can be like a different, transition for you guys. I mean, I know it was for me because it was like, it's pretty much a shock to the system. But I came up with some things with the help of some friends of mine to kind of like help you out. You know what I'm saying? So here we go. It's 5 survival tips on deployment, okay? But before we get started on that, guys, do me a big favor. Hit the like button with the thumbs up, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, okay? And if you got anything that you want to see, let me know. I got some things that I'm kind of like, trying to work in with like a eating video, because like nutrition is a big part of like your fitness. So since being out here, I've kind of like, revamped some things, and that's one of the biggest things I can honestly tell you guys is to eat right. And if you're trying to get big, you got to eat big. And if you're trying to get small and stay big, you got to eat big still. So, I don't know. Let me know if y'all want to see a video on that. That's fine. But in my notebook, let's get this started, all right? And my handwriting is pretty trash. So, don't look at that. Number 1 is perspective. Things out here can get you down, whether it be work over here or it's your family life back at home. And so the biggest thing that you can do is change the negative into a positive. You gotta be able to differentiate, the bad things with the good things, and turn the good things, keep the good things good, and the bad things, turn them good. It gets tough sometimes. It really does. You got to be able to see the bright side of it. It's not like you're out here for a lifetime. You know what I'm saying? 9 months seems like a long time, but for me, it's flown by pretty fast. So, perspective is, shit sucks right now, but things will get better as time goes on, and as I get back home, it's gonna be better when I'm back home. So that's a good thing, right? Flexibility. You have to be flexible because shit's just gonna come out of nowhere and it's gonna throw you for a loop. But you gotta be able to, take it for what it's worth and attack it, so to speak. I know that seems hard sometimes because as humans we get into this like we get into a certain groove of things, and then something that happens kind of throws us off. You got to be able to be flexible to adjust and be able to still function, even though it's something that's out of the norm for you. So just keep it pushing, guys. Stay flexible. Shit happens. Adjust and attack. That's about the simplest way I can put it. Number 3 is communication. So for a lot of people, this is going to be new to them. This is going to be out of the norm. This is going to be a place that you've never been to, and things are going to happen here that you've never done before. So sometimes those things can have a lasting effect on you, whether it comes down to dealing with stuff at home and dealing with stuff out here. So being able to communicate is a real big thing. I've had some pretty good, cool, and helpful discussions with leadership, also with fellow, my peers and everything like that, and they've really been able to help me out and kind of like keep my cool, keep me down to earth while things are not falling apart around me, but just something that I'm not used to, or some things that I'm dealing with back home that can kind of throw you for a loop. So communicate, guys. That's the biggest thing I can tell you, is just to communicate, whether it be with friends, relatives, leadership. Just communicate, guys, because that's going to help out with your overall mental health, because shit can get a little testy out here, man. So you got to be able to communicate and keep you cool, because the crazy thing about it is that you can go to work with somebody, right, get pissed off to where you want to fight them, and the crazy thing about it is you have to realize is that at the end of the day, you literally go back to a room that same person is in, that you was just literally about to beat their face in. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying I got to that point. I mean, a few times I did, but communicate, man. Like, you got to work those frustrations out, and communication is about the best way you can do it, because that's, unless you're, the gym helps, but it's not the cure all for everything. So communication is one of the biggest things that I can tell you to do to help out. Okay. Number 4 is being in tune with your star player. Cat Williams said that, being in tune with your star player, that man in the mirror, taking the time out to really find out who you are as a person, and throughout the deployment, you're gonna have a lot of time to do that, a lot of time. Okay, sometimes you might veer off to a dark place, and then find the light again, and then you're good. But take the time out to really find out who you are as a person, because that's only going to help you out with figuring out your place in the organization that you're in, your company, your battalion, or whatever you're doing out here. And it's also going to put you at ease knowing that you play a role. You are beneficial to the team or the small platoon or squad that you lead. You know what I'm saying? So knowing what you offer, strengths and weaknesses, and how to play on those things to make things better as a whole is extremely beneficial. So that helps out here, and it can also help out back home. If you are, married, what can you bring to the table being this far away? Or what can you do? Basically, I guess what I'm trying to get at is what can you help out with? Being over here and being over here and trying to help out back home. Get yourself straight. Take those long looks in the mirror. And honestly, guys, I will say this. Well, this is going to tie into the next topic. So here we go. Number 5, goals. Okay, I don't care what they are. Goals are important. Whether it be, you want to complete 3 semesters of college while you're out on deployment, or you have a certain fitness goal. You have a certain an achievable goal is going to help you pass the time, and it's going to give you something to look forward to. Always having something to look forward to out here is always a blessing and a good thing to do. Giving yourself something to look forward to, whether it be hitting that milestone on like a lift you've been trying to achieve, or a certain class you've been trying to complete for school, whether it be something that you can complete out here on deployment, like getting like a COA or an ARCOM or something like that. You know, something that's gonna keep you engaged and you know, looking for the next step, and make them clear and concise. You know what I'm saying? Step by step. You know, and write it down. Let those things be known what you want. I've got books in the room that have like so much stuff in them, whether it's from like things I want to do while I'm here, things I want to do when I get back home, as far as like, you know, YouTube goes, relationships goes, businesses, marketing, stuff that I want to do for myself. And hey, wow, my hero. I veered off really bad, but write your goals down, man. You know, make them clear and concise. I know I'm kind of like going back over what I said, but I lost what the hell I was about to say. So yeah, that's really about it. That's all I can really say on that. We're gonna do a wrap up, I guess you could say. Honestly, guys, take care of yourself out here. Honestly, it gets trying, it gets difficult, and you go through some ebb and flows. Things are good, things are bad, but you got to be able to keep a cool head, because once you start like dwelling on something for too long, it throws you off of your A game, your mission. It takes you away from, you know, the important stuff. And I'll be honest, that's something that you know you don't need to dwell on, because when shit starts to go bad, bro, for me, whenever stuff would go bad out here, I dwell on it for a long time, and then I started, you know, having these like, you know, pissy moods and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, man, you gotta be able to keep it pushing, man, because I'm a hands-on person. Like I like to be able to be involved in the situations or the hardships or the good times that goes on with my family and my friends. But being out here, I can't do that. So, you know, phone calls and text messages is the only thing that you can do. So, you know, and it gets tough even doing that. I hate texting, I hate FaceTime, and I'd rather, you know, be face to face with you. But, you know, you got to be able to keep it pushing, guys. It gets tough, man, and it sucks, but, you know, you got to embrace it and keep it pushing. Okay, that's really all I got for you guys today, man. If y'all, like I said, if y'all want to see anything, let me know. I'm open to doing some things. I got some I got some other stuff written down in here that I want to do, but in due time I'll get to it. So, you know, I don't have too much longer out here, guys. Time is winding down, and I can't wait to be back home. I miss my truck, I miss my family, I miss, you know, freedoms. So you know, if you got anything that you want to see while I'm still out here, let me know, and I'll holler at y'all in the next one, okay? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe on the bottom, and I'll see y'all in the next one, man. I really appreciate it. Cheese.